Well, the chaos of Edinburgh is in full swing. I love the energy. I've been to a few shows, but I'm actually now taking you to an exhibition at the Fruit Market Gallery, one of Edinburgh's most important smaller galleries, right here in the city centre, right next to Edinburgh train station, Waverley train station. Yeah, and the show I want to take you to at the Fruit Market is by installation artist Mike Nelson. He's one of my favourite UK artists, 57, soon to be 58 on the 20th of August. He represented Britain at the Venice Biennale. He's been nominated for the Turner Prize twice. And he's most famous for his labyrinthine-like installations. So I'm hoping there will be some here, because the Fruit Market has expanded. It's sort of doubled its size, and has a sort of dark, dingy kind of basement-like space in the extension, which is perfect for Mike Nelson. So without any further ado, I love this gallery. I come here every time I'm in Edinburgh. I've covered it definitely, I think, on the vlog before. So come and join me as we explore the Edinburgh Fruit Market showing of Mike Nelson here, right from the heart of the city centre. The overall title of this show, Humpty Dumpty, relates to the core theme of entropy, the degradation of matter. And Humpty Dumpty is linked, according to Nelson, to the idea of our inability to put things back together again. The exhibition actually centres around three installations. The first of which you're seeing briefly now is in the main lower gallery of the Fruit Market and focuses on photographs taken in the Turkish city of Mardin. Upstairs, there's a second installation focused on photographs taken from a now demolished housing estate in Elephant and Castle in South London. And finally, in the warehouse space, is an installation built by Mike Nelson specifically for this exhibition in the form it's in. I would suggest you actually go around the exhibition in reverse, starting in the warehouse of the installation. Lowrise is the collective title of two installations, and if you start in the warehouse, then you're thrown straight into a physical immersive installation which centres on the now demolished Haygate estate in Elephant and Castle. Two approximations of flats have been reconstructed in the warehouse using materials from Nelson's own collection of materials. Being in the flats is meant to elicit an emotional response. They're a type of post-war thinking when it comes to housing that some visitors will have experienced, and there are a lot of Nelson's signature motifs: staircases which lead up to nowhere, corridors opening up into abandoned rooms. There is, however, a twist, because Nelson turned this space into his studio in the build-up to the Edinburgh show, installing, as you can see in a minute, a digital photographic printer from 2014 on the point of obsolescence. And all photos that you see in the rest of the exhibition have been printed here on this machine. The disappearance of the estate is captured in both the material disappearance of the buildings, but also the disappearance of the lives that inhabited these homes, and the disappearance of the ideology which created it. move upstairs, we see large photos held together between sheets of glass. Apologies for the reflections in some of these, by the way. Supported by timbers and girders taken from demolished builds, both actual and of Nelson's own construction. It's important to mention that the work grew out of a work from 2014, also called Lowrise, which was abandoned. The work was originally conceived as a burial mound, but later developed into a step pyramid to incorporate the Jesperson building system, which was used to construct many flats. And you can see a model of that, which I'm just about to post up here in the installation downstairs. In 2012, Mike Nelson visited the city of Mardin in southeast Turkey for a biennial, and this is a historically Kurdish-dominated area of southeast Turkey and an old hilltop city, which was ongoing when Nelson visited, an unprecedented amount of redevelopment as infrastructure was upgraded, both drainage, water and internet provision. And this upgrade demanded huge excavations and reconstruction work. And Mike Nelson named the trenches, piles and constructions earthworks after the title borrowed by the land artist Robert Smithson from the science fiction writer Brian Aldiss, and he attributing this transient or passing moment to something akin to a work of art. And downstairs we see a range of photos distinctively lit with benches which are very much not to sit on but which are part of the installation. So I'll leave you with the photos and join you with my thoughts of the show again at the end. Well, as you know, if you've watched this vlog before, I am a big Mike Nelson fan, and so it was great to be back in his world, and I particularly enjoyed the two works which made up Lowrise, the sort of bigger part of the exhibition in many ways, although probably not in the artist's mind the main part. I enjoyed the installation. It wasn't a Mike Nelson classic. It was too small for that, and it didn't have the sort of drama of Triple Bluff Canyon, for example. But he had to work with a smaller space, and I think he filled that warehouse space well. Artists have actually struggled to make the most of that, I would argue, in the times I've been at the fruit market since it's been opened. And so it was great to see it being filled. I always love with Mike Nelson the juxtaposition between emotion and physical ugliness. These works are not beautiful to look at or beautiful to be in, but they do elicit emotions. Some people will feel a bit uncertain about this work. Others will feel that it's quite a warm, welcoming place from a very distinctive moment in time. And for me, Lowrise had such an important political message. In the exhibition information, Nelson talks about the sort of political ideology which created these estates with the utopian idea of providing decent housing for all, often a utopian ideal which wasn't realised, but it really sort of contrasted with the ideology we have today, which has created a housing crisis where there are so few affordable homes. And I was just reading in the newspaper today about more and more homes being owned by private equity firms. So there was a really important driving message to this. I thought the Mardin earthworks was less compelling. I could see what Mike Nelson was trying to do as he captured this city in transition, and I could see the link with Lowrise in terms of the fact that this was about change, about transition, about entropy, about the physical changing of cities. But the exhibition guide talks about the political undercurrents of the activities in Mardin being ambiguous but hard to ignore, and I didn't really get that, and I felt there was a little bit of chafing between Lowrise, which had a very specific and kind of certain message and aesthetic, and the Mardin earthworks photographs, which maybe didn't so much. They felt more like Mike Nelson just going around capturing a town in transition. So for me, the show didn't hang together fully brilliantly, but I did enjoy lots of it, and I'll give it a 7 out of 10 overall. It's on until the 5th of October, so if you're in Edinburgh, the Fruit Market's a fantastic gallery to visit, and it is free right in the centre of town, so I do urge you to get down there. If you enjoyed seeing these works, then do check out my Mike Nelson vlog, which I'm going to put a link up here, and also other shows from Edinburgh, one of which I'm also putting a link up now. Thank you ever so much for watching.